Babylon. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, we would like to turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwa. And we back again, man, through the spirit and power and mercy and grace of our power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And we're here to do what the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down to the like-minded men, which have been given the ability to do through Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and that's stand on faith, man. That's stand on faith, chant down Babylon the Great, right? The seventh captivity that as so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will have to suffer. But it's also the same place where we would be delivered, and we would witness the fall of our arch enemy, man, whom is none other than Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. All right, and we're seeing him fall at his best. Okay, now we all know of Captain Kirk, that was recently, given a neck shot and sent back to the spiritual realm. All right, at his funeral, you had this guy by the name, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen Miller, if I'm not mistaken, spewing a whole bunch of white supremacy madness. Now, I recommend brothers watch it. I meant to post it. Many brothers have been doing lessons on it. Lord willing, I'm going to touch on it as well through the spirit. But needless to say, man, a lot of spiritual tokens, a lot of words being said that pretty much makes the truth stand out as far as where these people are from, where they stem from. He highlights the reality of them coming from caves, of them being of the Romans and the Greeks, right? This is stuff that our elders have been teaching for decades, man. Showing you that what? Ultimately, not only is their tongue falling upon themselves, but we're in the time of their revelation. Heavy upon the prophecy, Esau will be revealed. And he will be, his pseudoscience, his white supremacy, it will come a time where it's contested. Because there's been a time that Esau was never contested. His word was it. It was what Esau says, it's final. It makes sense and the world will follow behind it. But now we're in a time where Esau's pseudoscience is he's being questioned. You see? And ultimately inquisition is being made on him, man. Which inquisition, Malak, can you grab that precept? Can you hold that precept for me? Because I think the brother has something that we're going to open up with. What's that? 2 Ezra 4? Inquisition will be made. But Bakwashah, we got to get that. We can hold it. And I know the brother has something. But we're in this time where inquisition, an intense investigation, which is what that word goes into, is being made on Esau. Okay, he's being interrogated. All right, shit that he's talking about, narratives that he pushes, and philosophies that he stands on, they're now being questioned. And they're being questioned by the men of the Lord, right? The servants, the prophets, which is why we're the biggest threat to this man's society, to his rulership, to his empire, man. Okay, but hey, the legacy that he's going to leave behind, which you see the title, through the spirit, the legacy of Esau, right? His legacy, which legacy speaks to the past and what you're going to be remembered for. Right, his legacy is full of what? It's going to be full of lies, deceit, right? Bloodshed, colonization, okay? Raping, robbing, culture vulture, identity theft. All right, this so, I mean, the list goes on, man. The list goes on. And this is the reality, okay? This is the reality of Esau's legacy, man. And we're here, hey, course in session, as brothers always say, all right? And Esau's on the stand, man. In the spirit, he's already been found guilty. In the spirit. But you got him alive.
Right, then I'm going to start off.
You got it, whatever you got in my life, you got it.
I was going to start off with,
That's beautiful.
with the king. There's the book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
You know what, Malak? Not to hold you, you should go into the account of Cain and Abel real quick. That'll read us there. That's beautiful, bro. Because through the spirit, Esau, the spirit that was in Cain is in Esau. Through the spirit. Cain and Abel is pretty much the reincarnation of Cain and Abel is Jacob and Esau. You got it, Malak.
Where you want me to start at the top?
Wherever you think is adequate, you got it.
I'm going to go right to the point.
The boys brew?
Yeah,
You can go like the boys brew, and it goes into, I believe, unless that's Jacob and Esau. I think it's in there. Cain and Abel, the boys brew. Does it go Adam knew his wife?
Again? That starts in the beginning.
You can stop from the top of it if you want.
Let's go.
It's up to you.
There's the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain.
Right.
And said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. Woo! And just to show you, and the scripture says the elder shall serve the younger. Yep. So this was in chronological order from the beginning.
That's it.
Knowing that this was Esau, right? And Jake came right after him, And it says, and she bare, and again, and she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Right.
So you see that Cain was a servant from the beginning.
Right.
But
Buckle Shah, you have blue letter?
Yeah.
Can you get Cain's name?
Yeah, Khan, Khan.
For Buckle Shah? So ultimately, and that's the spirit, because Abel was the keeper of the sheep.
Right.
Right? Khan, right, and just generally speaking, that we're likened unto sheep. Right? And our Lord Yahweh Shai is likened unto what? The chief shepherd.
That's right.
You see, so you can already see Abel was that righteous seed that was meant to be brought forth because you can track the righteous seed line. You can track our seed line from pre-flood to post-flood. You can also track the wicked seed from pre-flood to post-flood. And this through the spirit. I've done a couple of lessons on it. The beloved elder Yashawamba has done a couple of lessons on it. And it's real heavy when you go into it and you look into the interiors of our forefathers and you look into their names, and it brings a lot of understanding, to the context of the book, because we know Genesis is it's a bridge, it's a short version of a long narrative that took place. You see what I mean? So the spirit has to be working with you, and it's beautiful when you go into the nuts and bolts, of the scriptures to really make it make sense.
The word is Cain, and it means spear.
Right.
A weapon, a dagger.
Right. And that's no coincidence. And this gives credence to highly likely Cain stabbed up Abel in the cut. You know what I mean? He splinter seldom.
Right.
He went in the field. You know what I mean? He got kind of drifted him and went up behind him and he splinter seldom. You know what I mean? He splinter seldom. Highly likely he did. Because ultimately when you go through his genealogy, he brought forth what's his name? Tubal Cain. And Tubal Cain, when you go into Tubal Cain, that family, they were artificers. And they brought forth weapons of iron and steel, right? See? So, hey, everything makes sense when you look into it through the spirit.
And I want to get that the word.
You got something to say? It's a lot here, brother.
Yeah, the fact about Abel being a keeper of the sheep, and the Flavius Josephus, it records that the Egyptians.
Speak up a little bit, brother.
In the Flavius Josephus, it refers to the Egyptians calling us Israelites king's shepherds, because we're keepers of the sheep. So the spirit speaks on who's who.
Right. It's a token.
So I wanted to get also the word tiller, which is abad.
Yup.
And it goes to work,
right,
serve, to serve as subjects.
There you go.
Right? To labor.
Right. And what coincidence is that Esau was a man of the field?
Right.
It tells you that upon his birth.
Right.
See? So Esau, the wicked was always meant to serve the righteous, man.
God.
You know? At the end of the day. But needless to say, you got it, brother.
I'm going to go back to verse 2. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
And he knew damn well that's not what the Lord was requiring. Okay, the Lord requires a blood sacrifice.
God.
You know, and ultimately, it has to be adequate.
Right.
It has to be adequate. That's why when you go into the Levitical laws or the Levitical sacrifices, rather, under the Levitical laws, it will be like a turtle dove or a pigeon.
Right.
It has to be like the Lord requires the blood. As a matter of fact, can you get a quick precept, brother? You might have to look it up because I can't remember where it is. It says, "Cursed be the man that offer unto the Lord a wicked thing," or put I'm a great king. Let me see if I can find it. Damn, I can't remember where it's at. I'm seeing Malachi or Micah, but I could be wrong. But I think I can find it. Real quick.
1 and 14.
Which one is it?
Malachi 1 and 14.
But Kusha, can you read that real quick?
Malachi chapter 1 verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord Yahweh a corrupt thing.
Woo. Right, and you don't think Cain knew what the Lord required? And what proves that? The brother's going to read down on that and he's going to tell us as we continue. The Lord required, Cain knew what the Lord required. That's why the Lord said, if thou doest good, thou will be accepted.
Right.
If thou doest good.
And what did the Lord say? The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked.
Right, Proverbs 3 and 33.
God, and why? Because they're wicked, man.
Right.
He was
deceiving. He was being deceptive.
This is going to show you, right? When Abel, when I speak on, when I bring out the verse on Abel, it's going to show you that the laws were oral already back then.
Yeah, they were oral, correct.
Yeah, they were oral.
And you know they were written down somewhere too.
Right.
On top of that.
They were oral, and Cain has that rebellious spirit from the beginning.
That's right.
You know, showing you that he is that wicked witch, that warlock. You know, because what? Rebellion is that witchcraft. You know, so we know that he was the wicked from the beginning, man.
And what's magic is deception.
Right.
So he's very deceptive.
And he was trying to deceive the Lord by bringing them out the fruits
to the ground.
Yeah, man.
The Lord's like, this nigga's tripping.
Yeah.
You know.
As that lineage is,
that precept though?
as that lineage is still trying to deceive the Lord today.
Right. And how is he doing that? Trying to slander Jake. He's blaming Jake for everything that's going wrong for him.
Right.
He's losing his kingdom, and now he's to the point now. See, Esau, what he's about to do, he's looking for a reason. Mm-hmm. And in that speech I brought up through the Spirit, when you watch that speech by Stephen Miller, you could see that looking for a reason. And 2/3 of Jake is gonna fall victim to that trap. Because Esau knows his shit's falling apart. He's looking for someone to blame. And who else is better to blame but the one that got next?
Right.
The ones they've been trying to eradicate and pretty much make extinct. They're gonna blame Jacob.
Right.
The one they envy. The one they look at and try to flip and bounce. The whole Cain and Abel. I'm sorry, no, not Cain and Abel. Yeah, Cain and Abel story. Because you know Cain was cursed with a mark. And they tried to flip and bounce that story.
Make him look brown and make Esau make Abel look white. like if we were the first murderers.
He tried to flip and bounce that story. That's a white supremacy philosophy. What we're saying, we're not making this up.
And that's iconoclasm too.
Right. So with the reality of that, and then he knows that we got next, so he's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you, mother. Like that's how he's thinking. I'm gonna take you niggas out.
Yeah.
You ain't got next.
What did he say when the blessing was given to Jacob? Right. The days of mourning are ahead of Isaac.
Yup.
You know, when he said when Isaac passed away, roughly paraphrasing, I'm gonna slay my brother.
That's it.
You know.
So you already know we need the covering of the Lord. We're in the best place. We're in the best case scenario, but the worst case scenario.
Right.
But being involved in this right here, and being amongst the brotherhood, this is the best case scenario, man. We need that covering from the Lord. Because remember, the Lord's the one that's activating the modern day Assyrian. He's not activating himself. The Lord's activating him. So we'll be guarded if we stay in the house. As Elder Manatazak, Elder Manatazak. Yeah, he said that. Elder Manatazak. Oh no, Elder Kazak. Salakia, Elder Kazak out of Mississippi. He said, beautiful lesson years ago he made. Stay in the house. Meaning to stay in the
Stay in the
body,
council, yeah.
stay in the council, stay in the house. We got covering. But anyways,
Khan.
finish that precept. Salakia, brother.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifices unto the Lord Yahweh a corrupt thing.
So he had a male, because remember the Lord requires a male as far as when it comes to certain sacrifices, with no blemish.
Yeah.
You see? So here it is, and you think the Lord don't know he had what was necessary to suffice him?
Right.
You got it, brother.
For I am a great king, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen.
Woo! He said, I'm a great king. He requires a blood sacrifice. You see? So this is why Esau's in such a tight spot too. Because all the blood he shed in Israel, bro, you know his blood's gonna be shed. Ain't no way around it. You know? Ain't no way around it. His legacy testifies against him.
Right.
You know?
What's that? Ezekiel 35?
Right.
They had a perpetual hatred
Yup.
for Jacob.
Woo!
Since
So
thou-
blood's gonna pursue you?
Since thou did not
That's
hate
the one.
blood shall pursue you.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yup, that's beautiful.
I had it.
Bring it out. That's the spirit. Yup. And we'll just keep it moving through the spirit, man. And this is all through the spirit. The spirit.
Right.
You know?
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, Esau's been doing this since we've come out of Egypt, man. When we got freed out of Egypt, Esau's been doing this.
Right.
Even when you go into, I believe it's the book of Numbers, if I'm not mistaken, it could be Exodus. The Lord goes into how, remember Amalek,
Khan.
right? What he did to thee by the way.
Yup.
Right, when we were coming up out of Egypt, man, he was slaying the old, the young, and the weak.
In the back.
And the feeble in the
Yeah.
back of the group.
Yeah.
Because we were deep coming out of Egypt.
Yeah.
Deep. So Esau was in a cut, bro, doing his thing. And the Lord saw him. The Lord saw him doing it. He got to pay for that. That's still a debt.
Yeah. Hey, he got.
That's on his tab.
He got to pay for Abel. He got to pay. He got to pay for what he did to Eve and Adam.
Yep.
You know. Shit, the scripture claims that. Hey, he was the first murderer. You know.
Yep.
He was the first one to draw that blood.
Right.
So.
Right.
First of all, cattle even.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Next to the serpent, yeah.
That's right.
Which showed you that that's that same bloodline, that same spirit, all that, you know? Because remember, through every 3 and 4 generations,
That's right.
you come back, you
Right.
know? But
Yup.
that same spirit, it's
Numbers
a different
14.
vessel, but that
Numbers
same
14.
spirit.
That's
yeah.
right. Yep. Esau's biggest fear is to go into captivity under Jake.
Right.
That's his biggest fear.
Yeah.
Real talk. Because you even had a president say, if there is a God, right?
Right, like it was Kennedy.
I think it was Kennedy. He said, oh, that's the spirit, brother. He said, if there's a God, if there is a God,
So-called Negro, yeah.
after what we done to them,
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
fuck. They know they're fucked. They're royally fucked. And it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, yo, bro, through the spirit, I'm just like, man, like, hey, whatever's whatever, man. I hope the Lord keeps me feeling like the way I feel, where I'm so like persuaded in my own mind, you know, that like the Lord's gonna really do this thing. Like regardless of what happens on this side to us or to our family, that the Lord's still gonna go through with his word.
Yeah, sure.
As far as getting Esau. You know?
That's already etched in stone.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. You done with that, brother?
Let me go one more verse in there.
Oh, God.
Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 6. Therefore as I live, said the Lord Yahweh Power Bashkir, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
See that? So that blood, man. So what's that? Numbers, is that Numbers 35 and 33?
Yep.
Or Numbers 33 and 33, one of them?
Yeah,
I think
you're
it's
right.
35 and
Number
33.
Yeah, Khan.
Khan,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
For blood defileth the land,
Right.
and you cannot cleanse it unless you shed the blood of those that shed it.
That's right.
You know?
That's it.
So that's why that great sacrifice in Basra is going to go down. When the Lord send those missiles over here, Yahweh Shai, with the angels, okay? That's going to be that sacrifice that's required from you. And it's heavy because that sacrifice is extending back to what we're going into right now.
Right.
You drew blood. You drew first blood.
Right.
And the Lord's going to draw last blood.
That's it.
You know what I mean? We're good with that, right? God. Continuing on. In Genesis chapter 4 and verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
You see? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
He brought the firstlings of his. He brought the firstling of his flock and the fat thereof. So he brought. See how they're going to sacrifice those firstlings. The Lord requires a blood sacrifice. This is what He requires. You see, and that's why when we read Malachi, it mentions first be I'm actually paraphrasing, that sacrifices unto the Lord a corrupt thing. You know, here it is. He has a male in his flock. He has something worthy, without blemish, something that's alive.
And that
See, the life is in the blood. That's why we're not supposed to drink it.
right.
That's a lot. So
that word respect goes into shawa, and it says to look at or to regard, gaze at or about, to regard, behold, and look about.
right.
You know, so the Lord regarded that. You know what I mean? He
Right.
had respect unto it.
Exactly.
You know?
That's right, because it was worthy.
Right.
It was meat.
Khan.
You know? Meaning acceptable. You got it.
This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4. By faith, Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain,
Why?
by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh.
Right, because the scriptures tell us, as we're going to read here, that his blood cried unto the Lord. Here it is. The Lord asked Cain, have you seen thy brother? Through the prophets. And he was like, am I my brother's keeper? Didn't even told the prophet, am I my brother's keeper, man?
Right.
You know what I mean? Tripping.
Today they say in Zechariah, I think it's 11 and 5, they take possession of their captives and they hold themselves not guilty.
Right. Yeah, nigga, you're supposed to look over your brother, man.
Right.
That's your brother. You're the older brother.
Right.
Cain is the older brother, man. He said, am I my brother's keeper? Wicked ass nigga. Yeah. That's your baby brother. That's cold, man.
You know what's
Showing
cold?
you the wickedness in this movie.
Now that I remember that movie Sugar Hill,
Right.
Wesley Snipes and his brother in the roof
Uh-huh.
before he killed him.
Yeah,
and he
I
said,
Sugar Hill's fire.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, come.
You got it from this.
Right, right. You know the director. did.
Woo!
You know Amalek the
But-
director.
But you know that's cold.
Oh, yeah, come.
You know, and he smoked them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, that just hit me right now. Like, yo, that's what Wesley Snipes told his brother, man.
You already, everything in the movie, you know how they get down.
God.
These Amalek directors.
God.
They're like it into the left-hand priesthood, too.
Right, right.
Esau. You got it.
Verse 5, Salakia.
Come.
These madness go by. Back to the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering, he had no respect. So he didn't regard it.
Right.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Which proves, that right there proves that he knew. He knew what to truly sacrifice to the Lord.
Because the Lord is not unjust.
Right. But he chose not to.
Right.
And just like how Esau right now today, real time, he's sacrificing unto the Lord. He's trying to blame Jake, right? He's got Jake in a perpetual state of rebellion based off the system that he's created and how he's put Jake in communities and certain sectors of his kingdom to keep Jake in rebellion to their power, and then blames them. And that's his sacrifice he's putting up. He's like, look, look at them. They're eating pork. They're not keeping any type of laws. They don't believe in you like that. They don't fear you. They believe in my doctrine.
Right.
You know?
they putting crates of guns in these neighborhoods, and they're like, yo, you look at you guys killing each other.
Right.
You know, that's Esau.
Esau's a madman. You know, one of the statistics is that there's only 13% of so-called Negroes in America. That's madness.
Right.
This nigga's everywhere. We went to Six Flags River a couple years ago.
70% of it
My
was us.
goodness, brother. We went to Six Flags a couple years back, bro. There was Jake.
Everywhere. Everywhere. All tribes.
That's a complete lie.
Yeah.
But that's Esau's pseudoscience.
Yeah, that minority shit.
Right.
That minority report.
The social construct. Pseudoscience, see? So, pseudo, and it goes into the falsehood of knowledge. And this is what this man's been pushing since its inception, since the Renaissance period. You see, when they came out of the caves. And old boy, what's his name? Stephen Miller even said that. He said we went from the caves into the light. So they know, that's why they call themselves Caucasian.
Right.
Because they're cave dwellers.
That's right.
Esau's naturally a caveman.
That's right.
And that's why it's gonna get so crazy. Because when shit hits the fan and when the rubber hits the road, this man that's truly a caveman, the caveman's gonna come out of him.
That's right.
Yo, this nigga will eat your heart out, bro.
Right.
He will literally cut your heart out and eat it, dog.
He's gonna look at you like a woolly mammoth.
Yo, bro, this man's a barbarian, bro.
You know how they got them fake movies in 10,000 BC where he's hunting mammoths and shit like that?
Right. Yo, bro, there was a saying about him, the wild man. He was like into the wild man. Yo, this man is crazy, man. He's a caveman, man.
Yeah.
Yo, that's his interior characteristic.
I mean, think about it. In the book of Job, they were grunting at each other.
Eating juniper root.
Yeah, man. Barking and like donkeys and, you know, like, them, you ain't, there's no lie in them. It's just whatever goes, man.
And none of them do it good. No, not one.
Not one, bro.
So we say all that to say this. When shit goes left in this society, you better believe, man, the regular Joe six-pack Edomite is going to go back to their natural estate.
You know?
That bloodthirsty.
You're going to see Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble.
Yeah, man. Now you got it though, my love.
God. You got something?
What you got? You got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23.
Woo.
Can the Ethiopian change his skin?
Right.
Or the leopard his spots?
Yup.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Because he's wired to do evil. The Lord wired him. Matter of fact, Malak, can you get one more? The one in Proverbs? The Lord created the wicked for the day of evil. So the Lord created this man to be like this. He's supposed to be like this.
That's right.
You see? But one thing he doesn't understand in all his wickedness is that he's not going to be able to do the righteous wrong, man. He's not going to be able to mistreat or mishandle the Lord's elect.
Right.
Who should take charge over the Lord's elect?
That's right.
The scripture say. You see, so he in his mind, he's gonna make war with.
Who could bring a charge? Who could bring a charge against him?
Right. Yo, the Lord is gonna protect his elect. That's why, Lord willing, we're the elect. But we're looking good right now. But we can only hope and pray that the Lord is really truly gonna be with us up until the very end. You know, as long as we continue to put our best foot forward, you know, the Lord's definitely dealing. You know, so hey, we've been called, as the scriptures say in Matthew.
Right.
You know. We'll know as the tribulation comes to pass. Hey, we'll know as the tribulation comes to pass that we've been chosen. You see, we'll know then. But understand this, Esau's coming, man. And when he comes, he's gonna come hard. He's gonna come hard, man. Because he knows this system is wrapping up. He knows. You got it, brother.
Right.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
So he can protect us from it. The Lord can protect us from the wicked.
Right.
He made this nigga.
Right.
That's why we ain't scared of Esau.
That's right.
Because we know the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, can protect us from him.
That's right.
See, 2/3 of our people are scared of him.
What it say? The angels encampeth around those that fear the Lord.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
And the righteous run into it and are saved. Yeah, and are safe. Yup.
We ain't worried about no Esau. You know? But 2/3 of our people are. 2/3 of our people are terrified of the so-called white man.
Yeah.
They're scared to say the elite. Because there's been times where they'll come up on the council, or I've even seen it in the other brothers' camps too, and there's been times where they came up on our camp, and we'll be speaking to a specific Jake, and they're afraid to even say it. Rothschild, or DuPont, or Getty.
You talking about the white man?
Right.
Not the white man.
Con.
It's going to be your fault, this mess. You're right. You're right. We brought this truth out and we turned this place upside down according to the prophecies.
Right.
According to the truth.
Right. Con.
God. Continuing on in Genesis chapter 4 and verse 7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him.
Killed him.
And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Lying. Here it is. He done stabbed him up, highly likely, and hit him under some leaves, bro.
God.
He's telling one of the prophets, because I obviously, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know? You got it, bro.
God. Verse 10. And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Right. Which goes back to that Hebrews 11 the brother brought up.
God, I got something.
You see? That goes back to that Hebrews 11 that the brother brought up, man. You know? So Abel's blood testified against Cain. Just like how all the blood of the Israelites that are on this land, okay, are testifying against Esau. Real time.
I got something
and
real quick.
crying unto the Lord. You see?
I got something real quick. There's the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 6.
5, okay.
Want me to start at 5?
Babak Bashar?
God.
Now, no, you go to the, now you got it. You can go straight to the point. Now you got it, brother.
God.
Now you got it. You got it.
Revelations chapter 17, verse 6.
Yep.
And I saw the woman drunken
Yep.
with the blood of the saints.
That's talking about America. That woman that's sitting on many waters.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
Right.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Right.
So I just wanted to bring that out. That is the same thing.
No, that's beautiful. That's
God.
exactly what we want.
God.
This is reality right here.
Right.
This is the history of America.
Right.
This place was built off of the blood, sweat, and tears of Israel. And remind you, this damn nigga descended upon the northern kingdom first.
God.
You see, the native tribes, right? The so-called Mexicans, Issachar, right? The so-called Native Americans, Gad, the so-called Puerto Ricans, Ephraim, the so-called Dominicans, Simeon, and so on and so forth, man. You see, they descended upon us first, via North, Central, and South America.
The islands, all that, yeah.
Right? So this is the reality, bro. We had a 100-year head start.
Right.
On the Southern Kingdom, man. He just destroyed us all.
And it just goes to testify that this is the same people, right, that come from that bloodline of Cain.
Yeah.
You know, same story, and that goes to show you that we come from that bloodline of Abel.
Right.
You know, which gives credence that Abel and Cain, you know, is Esau and Jacob.
Right, through the spirit. Definitely. Reincarnation. Definitely, bro.
Right. So, going on in Genesis chapter 4, verse 11, and now art thou cursed from the earth,
right,
which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Right, and that's the spirit. The spirit is you're cursed from the earth, right? And so was Esau.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Ultimately, the earth is not giving Esau its strength.
Right.
You see, it tells you in Job 20 that the earth shall what's it say? Job 20 and 27. Job 20 and 27. The earth shall how's it go? The heaven shall reveal his iniquity. The earth shall how does it go? Now I can grab it real quick. I got you. Babak so it doesn't get butchered. Real quick, bear with me. book of Job real fast.
I got it.
I got you, brother. The book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 27, and it reads, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity. There it goes. And the earth shall rise up against them.
God.
All right, when you go into this chapter, it's going into the wicked. When you read up on it, it tells us that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Right.
Right? So ultimately, we understand that the wicked is Esau, like the brother was explaining earlier before camp. 90% of the time, it's talking about Esau. Malachi 1 and 4.
Right.
Right? Job 9 and 24.
Right.
You see, so it's no coincidence, you know?
Yeah.
They're bearing that same fruit as far as the earth not giving its strength to them
Right.
and coming up against them.
God.
The sun is against them.
Right. Just like when he told that wicked nigga in the garden for deceiving Adam and Eve.
Oh, that's
where he
true.
say, you know,
That's
cursed shall that be above all cattle of the field. You know, and you should how is it be in the dust?
Oh, yeah, on your belly.
Right, for the rest of your life.
Go, right.
God, showing you that you are
Low.
not gonna be in this. Yeah, you're gonna be that base man.
Right.
You know, so you know it goes to show you, man. I mean, knowing this in these onion layers is beautiful to have this understanding, man. You know, that's why. Not to get off subject. That's why
Right.
we don't want to talk to Christians, man. Christians,
So-called, right?
it's like talking to a pre-K kid.
It really is.
Babbling, you know,
Waste of time.
a little 2-year-old or a 1-year-old, you know, when he's spitting all over
Right,
himself, you know, you look,
Goo Gaga.
you know, a little kid, and you're like, oh, he's so cute,
Right.
you know, yeah. Or a drunk nigga. You ever seen a drunk nigga?
Right, you can't reason with
Yeah,
him.
yeah, he's
It's over.
and you're really
Right.
trying to like,
Right.
you're stupid.
There's no reasoning with
yeah,
him.
you're stupid for trying to, you know,
Right.
reason with a drunk nigga. What does the scripture say? Don't argue with a fool.
Right, I'll be like an unto
Or be
him.
like unto, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So us having this great understanding that the Lord has blessed us with, man, you know, hey, that's great mercy.
Right.
You know, that shows you that the Lord, even though it says he's not a respect of a person,
Right.
but that goes into the judgments.
That's it.
But you see, he does have respect unto his elect.
Right.
Because his elect is the one that he looked back onto.
That's right.
And said, you know what? Now it's time to give them this understanding. It's time to give
Right.
according to our portion.
Right.
You know?
That's heavy, just to back you up, because ultimately it's going to preserve us from this guy.
Right.
As it tells us in Proverbs 3,
Right.
that wisdom shall preserve thee,
Right.
understanding shall keep thee,
Yeah.
and it tells you to keep thee from the evil man
That's
as you
right.
keep reading down in
That's
there.
right.
So this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding we got is going to preserve us from this guy.
Right.
You know?
Khan.
You coming to your point, right? That we have why we even brought this out.
Khan,
Yeah, brother,
yeah,
brother,
yeah.
we can grab that second entrance, Lord willing. Unless you got something, we can just take whatever you got.
Khan.
It's all good.
Going back to Genesis 4, continuing on in 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
That's why we got GMO,
Khan.
right? Synthetic meat.
Lab meat, yup.
Because this nigga is not being given the fruit of the earth because he's a curse. Like their brother quoted earlier, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. You know? So he's not going to be able to. That's why that's why we want to get out of here, man. You know? Because this eon of Esau, man, is miserable, man. But he's almost gone. He's almost through. You know? In the final seconds, we're in the final seconds of Esau.
Khan.
You know?
Khan. That doomsday clock.
Khan.
Right? And it says, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth.
Ooh, you got it, brother.
And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. See that? A fugitive. And what's the key component? What's one of the biggest things that a fugitive does? He got many passports.
Right.
He got different identities.
Yup.
You know what I mean? Disguises himself all the time. What has Esau done? Calls himself the J-O-O, which he's not. Calls himself the Grecian, which that was Japhet.
Right.
Calls himself American, French. You know, calls himself whatever. You know, he'll say I'm Native American. Okay.
My mom said it to him.
Right. Every movie he makes, it's him in the forefront. You know, the movie Noah, the
Right.
movie Exodus with Moses, the movie Passion of Christ. Everything's him.
Right.
In order to be that hide, you know, because he's that fugitive from the beginning. You know, remember the Lord said that he's declared the end from the beginning. You see?
That's right.
So ain't nothing changed. This man is still a fugitive. Okay? Here it is. The only true Americans are the Gadites, right? And even at that, that's not the name of this land. You see? So in effort for Esau to hide, he had to switch everything up and give everybody, call them out of their biblical names. You know, get the Chinese man.
Right.
You know, why? Because if he only switched up Israel's name and Esau's name, right? Then it's like, all right, if these people are this, due to elimination of process of elimination, he was going to be found out.
Yep.
So everybody had to have an alias,
right.
Which goes back to that council in Psalms 83 and 1.
That's right.
Where they all colluded together.
I got a precept for you.
God.
It's Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he
You
will
got it, brother.
destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, and that covering cast goes into like when you go into it in the Charles D lexicon, right? When you go into it under the blue letter, it goes into an envelope, and it goes into something that they hide, something hidden. You see, and this man's been hiding history.
Right.
He's been, to back up what the brother's saying, he's been hiding the true reality of who the nations are, who we are, what really happened. You know, back when he was in Europe, looking crazy as a caveman.
Right.
He hides all this information. And he, what does he do? What does he do on the contrary? He pushes pseudoscience.
Right.
He pushes IQ.
Right.
Which pretty much puts him in a position where he's at the pinnacle of society. And his classification as a so-called white man puts him as the alpha nation. And then he paints up a fucking image of a faggot, right? From a family, the Borgias, that pretty much was the first known crime family. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what this madman does. Right? But guess what? That covering cast, read that again, brother, and you can speak on. You got it.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. So Power Yahweh Shah has set up his servants, the prophets, to reveal Esau and all the lies that he spread, the covering cast being all the false identities on all these different people of the earth. The Chinese man, he's not Chinese, he's Moab. The Arab man is not Arab, he's Ishmael.
That's right.
And so Esau is Cain, trying to hide from he's trying to hide so that he can deceive the earth. And so, like it said in Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges. So he put up that covering cast, he covered the face of the judges, he hid the Most High Yahweh, the Son Yahweh, because the Lord, the so-called black man, not the so-called white man, through the Renaissance period, and now the servants and prophets, through the Holy Spirit, are revealing all these things and bringing out the truth.
And exactly, brother. And another thing, right, is that, remember the scripture says he keepeth not at home, right? A fugitive can't stay in his home. They're gonna kick the door in. He gotta keep his feet on the road, right? Going from zip code to zip code, right? And that's what Esau has done, right? He got that spirit of a fugitive, showing you that he got that spirit of Cain, you know, from the get-go, man. You know, there's no hiding him. What does the scripture say? Was that Jeremiah chapter 4? Is it 4?
49,
I made Esau bare. Calm.
49 and 10.
49 and 10. Calm. The water. You know, I've made Esau bare, man.
Right.
Meaning you're not gonna be able to hide yourself no more.
I've uncovered all his secrets.
Right, man. Right. You know.
And the fact that he's crimson, that's the token. You know, that he's a clean leper. His blood comes forth. Red going to crimson going into red, which is a warning. Now, granted, watch out. He's a dangerous guy.
That shit tells you to stop, right? You see brake lights, you slam your brake light. Yo, hold on, man.
It's a natural response. So when you see this guy, you got to tread stop. Don't go into a secret place for him, an isolated location.
Right.
He'll get you.
Even a bull sees red, he wants to kill it.
Yeah, calm.
Hell no.
Right. And just to qualify, there are going to be Israelites that look like him.
Right.
Just so for the new listeners can understand, just in case there is any, which there's going to be. Israelites are going to look like Esau, believe it or not.
They're going to look like everybody.
But their spirit.
Right. It's going to bear witness.
It's going to bear witness that they're Jake.
Right. Hey, you got a perfect example right here.
That's right.
You know? Got one more verse.
You got it, brother.
The book of Genesis chapter 4, verse 15.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him.
Why do you think that is? Because ultimately, when you go to the book of Job, I believe it's Job chapter 21, it tells us that
I got it.
that the wicked is going to be brought forth to the king of Tech. You got it, brother.
There's the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 30, that the wicked, Salaki,
You can stop him right there.
Khan.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna start at 29.
Okay, Khan.
Job 21 and 29. Have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do ye not know their tokens?
Right.
That the wicked
Yup.
is reserved to the day of destruction.
Right.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Right. So the wicked are being reserved for the day of destruction, which is the day of doom, which is going to come in the form of a thermonuclear fallout.
That's right.
Via World War III.
Right.
This is the reality of the end of this eon.
Mhm.
The world is not going to end in the sense of the earth, but the world as in the sense of the eon.
Mhm.
Esau's rulership is going to collapse
Mhm.
via this third world woe.
Right.
And the Lord saved them. There's one more piece up there, right? The Lord saved them. The Lord reserved them because he wants to take that first proverbial swing on them. That's why when you read what he just read in Genesis, he put the curse, he put the mark on them so he can,
Right.
he getting that first.
That's why I was going to speak on that. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
That's why the Black Panther Party wasn't able to
Successful.
succeed.
Yep.
You know, none of these militias, you know, I Had a Dream, Malcolm X, none of that shit was going to defeat Esau because the Lord put that mark for him, like a hunter. You know, a hunter grabs a animal,
Right.
tags him on his leg, lets him go, and let the games begin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, that's my kid.
Right.
You know?
That's
So,
right.
at the end of the day, the Lord said, what? Wait on me.
Yep. It's
So
an
that-
advice up
right.
against the prey.
Right.
That's
Wait
right.
on me. You know, here it is. You got a nice fancy table that says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua on it, but you want to sit on it. What you
Right.
think's gonna happen to you?
Right.
Shit's reserved.
Right.
You gonna fuck around and get deleted. Or kicked out of the congregation.
Right.
Or never enter. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know? So that's why the Lord did this. Hey, I'm going to say it again. The Lord said the end was declared from the beginning.
That's it.
That's why when you go back to Revelation 6 and 15, what did they say? May these rocks fall on us, man. And may we be hid from him that sitteth on the throne.
Right.
Right? Because that goes right back to what Cain was saying in Genesis 4
Right.
when he became that fugitive.
That's it.
Right? Because what? He committed murder. Right? Which is a capital offense.
Yep.
You see? And he was supposed to be slain right there, but in order to fulfill prophecy, the Lord said, let him go.
Right. The story had to play out.
Right, let him go.
There was still a lot of the story to go.
Right, let him go. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, let him go. He's not gonna escape. Let him go.
Right. That was another charge
Yeah.
that was being chumped up on him.
Yeah.
You know.
Played
So
him like the FBI.
That's it. You got it, brother.
Khan, that was
There's one more
Khan. Job 21 and 32. Salakia 31. Who shall declare his way to his face?
Nah, Salakia, brother. It was 30. But I think I missed the part when he said he should be brought forth to the king of terror.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
Khan.
Job 21 and 30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Right, okay, yep, which pretty much is them being held by the hand by the Lord and brought right forth to their damnation. You see, their destiny is set. Esau's destiny is set. You see, and there's no escaping it, there's no running out, there's no running away from it.
Right.
You know, and ultimately, the legacy that's going to be left to this guy, you can read about it in Jeremiah, where this place is going to be coined as the burnt mountain. That's what's going to be left.
Every young kin, hateful bird.
That's it. That's it.
I got something real quick.
He's going to be the kind. This place is going to be left as a gazing stock.
Right.
Of what you as far as what happens when you strive against the Lord. You know?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 21. Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Right.
And this is talking about Jacob and Esau. It says, Jacob have I loved, but
Yeah.
Esau have I hated.
That's right.
You see? And it says what? What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath? Because they were going to be brought forth to the day of his wrath. Remember,
Yep.
the wicked are reserved for the day of destruction.
Right.
And he's going to be brought forth to the day of wrath, right?
And then that same chapter is talking to a lump.
Right.
It mentions that lump, which
That's
is Isaac.
right.
You see, which brought forth Jacob and Esau,
God.
which again was at the Lord's disposal as far as the righteous and wicked.
Right. That perfect balance.
Right.
What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? You see that? So this is what he was created for. And as the brother said, they're not going to escape. There's no escaping it. That's how the story goes. You know,
Right.
according to prophecy. You see what happened to us? That was according to prophecy.
That's it.
What you thought, Esau? It was just going to stop right there? It was going to stop at Deuteronomy chapter 28?
Exactly.
And that's it. They're
Right.
going into slavery. Boom.
Right.
We're going to stop. We're gonna stop turning the pages right there.
Exactly.
You know? No, man. No. Now it's your turn.
That's it. Now
You know?
it's your turn.
Now it's time to balance that weight. You know?
Right.
The scale been tipping on your favor for a long time. Now it's time to bring it back. You know?
Right. That's it.
What does it say? Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 7.
Right.
Um,
All those that persecuted you,
right.
right? They're gonna all go on top of them now. All those
Right.
curses are gonna go on top of them now.
That's right.
That's just the perfect balance of the Lord.
That's right.
100%. And there's no change in that prophecy.
Right.
The scriptures can't be broken.
That's right.
As Yahweh Shai said.
That's
I believe
right.
Yahweh Shai said that. But needless to say, let's close out with 2nd Ezra 9. Unless you got something, grab what you got, and then we'll close out with 2nd Ezra 6. I'm sorry. Start at 17, Babak Shah.
Want me to get it?
It's up to you.
I got it. I'll get it. Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10.
Fire.
And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai had divided them and made their ways diverse.
Right, that's where you get that Adam from, out of Wamya. Right, it goes into earth. Well, you got it, brother.
Verse 12, some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself.
Woo! The Israelites, right?
But some of them hath he cursed and brought low,
Backing up that Romans 9. Fire.
and turned out of their places.
Right. That's fire.
As the clay is in the potter's hand,
That's it.
to fashion it at his pleasure,
That's the precept for Romans 9.
so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best.
You got it, brother.
Yeah, so Yahweh Bashem Shai created Esau to be that curse, because the Heavenly Father's the potter. He can do whatever he wants.
Anything you want.
Right. It says a few verses up, who has resisted his will?
That's it.
You know?
Nobody.
Nobody. For nay, but oh man, who are thou that replies against Yahweh?
That's it.
You know?
And now, Esau, your time of your punishment, your judgment, is time to play out.
That's right.
It's time for your destruction.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. Lamentations 4 and 21.
Her visitation has come.
That's why I told you to rejoice.
Yep.
You've been in power for so long. Rejoice.
Yep.
You lucky you got this much.
far.
Yeah. You know? Shit.
Right. No kidding.
You know? According to
That's all the
prophecy.
shit this
Hey.
nigga did.
Right. Thank the Lord. Your seed should have been cut off right there with
Long
Cain.
time ago.
You know?
Right.
He let you go so you could keep, your lineage going.
Right. This nigga been hoorahing for a long time.
Right.
Way longer than he
Who right?
You know?
God.
But Baba Shah, you said that 17?
God. There's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 17. And it happened that when I heard it, I stood up upon my feet and hearkened. And behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters.
Who's that?
Yahweh Shai.
That's it. Pursuing the revelations.
The first
The
chapter.
first chapter, right?
1 and 14.
Come on now.
Yahweh Shai is in the Apocrypha.
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Right.
Right.
And it said,
Hey,
behold,
that's why these scriptures are man, listen, man. Don't want the brother for mentioning that. All right? Because you got these Protestants talking about that
This ain't canon?
that the Deuterocanonical book, right, which is the Apocrypha, which it goes into eschatology. Right? The Apocrypha goes into end time.
Yep.
Right? And you got these Protestants talking about that it's not canon. But here it is, it correlates, it's cohesive with the Old and the New Testament. When you go into the interiors of the
Right.
book, of that book, specifically the Apocrypha, and it marries the reality of Daniel's vision
Right.
in Daniel the second chapter with the statue of
Right.
the Greeks, of their portion, the silver, the brass, I believe, the silver. As a matter of fact,
Legs of silver.
the silver. Yep, go ahead, brother. You
Well,
got it.
they don't want you to
Legs
know.
of brass, so lucky, legs of brass.
Right.
Legs of brass, yeah.
They don't want you to know the history of the Apocrypha, because then you'll know the mystery of the Gentiles.
That's it.
You know.
That's right.
They want to be able to try to sneak in.
Mm-hmm. Through the back door.
Yeah, you know. Nah, man. With a black face painted on.
Con.
Yo, I'm an Israelite.
I'm here.
Yeah. No.
Belly and thighs of brass, so lucky. Belly and thighs of brass. Chest and arms of silver, belly and thighs of brass, so lucky.
The water.
Yeah.
I had said brass. Yeah, con. It's all good though.
Con. And it says right in verse 18, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the
You
earth.
see that? So this is happening through the first and foremost through the servants, the prophets. The Lord's Spirit. The scriptures say in Habakkuk the second chapter, the earth shall be filled with the knowledge and the glory of the Lord. That's gonna come through the servants being on the scene. They're gonna be raised up, and the Lord's gonna put His words in their mouth, and they're gonna be out there prophesying and testifying their Savior openly, and it's gonna be unstoppable. Okay, and this is what we're witnessing since our elders and apostles came out back over 60 years ago, even a little longer than that. Bro, this is giving testimony to the reality of Yahweh's Spirit now resting upon the planet. You see, it's happening because now the whole vibration on the planet has shifted. Esau's on the level where Esau's in a position where now he's being questioned, man. This has never happened. He's never been questioned to the point where he has to send out men of the likes of Vocab Malone and Michael Brown and all these other so-called philosophers or Bible scholars or what have you from fucking the seminary schools and stuff like this to try and contest this doctrine, which the world knows that they're wrong. You know? And they just ended up, you have Vocab Malone going to the United, he went to the brothers over in the UK as of late, recently. Right, you seen that, y'all brothers? The recent, the madman himself, okay? The madman himself, Vocab Malone, right? Took his ass to the UK to lecture and bother and annoy the brothers, man. Showing you that what? They're losers.
He's a bored pest.
Yeah, man. But anyways, you got it, brother.
Come. Verse 19. And will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness.
You see that? So inquisition will be made upon those that have done hurt, right? Through their unrighteousness. Who's this? Esau, man.
That's right.
Esau's done the most. Out of all the other 17 heathen nations, Esau's done the most. His history proves it. It testifies against him again, you know? And again, in an inquisition, an investigation, a deep, intense interrogation is being pursued on evil E.
Right.
And it's coming through the counsel of the men of the Lord.
Right.
You know? You got it, brother.
And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
See that? Showing you that what? This comes right before the salvation.
Right.
This crying out, bringing forth our reason, you know, testifying against Esau. You got it.
As it happened in Egypt.
Right, Yak. That's it.
And when the world that shall begin to vanish away
Esau's world
shall be finished,
right,
then will I show these tokens.
with these signs.
The books shall be
The
opened
book shall be open
before the firmament,
before the firmament, the internet,
and they shall see all together.
and they shall see all together, man. That's the internet scripture. What's in the firmament? The satellites.
That's right.
How are we being seen right now in other states and other countries?
With a unicorn.
There you have it. The book shall be open, and they shall see all together.
And who opened that book up? Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai, baby. That's it. So we got 4 brothers right here, right now. 4 brothers on the live stream, and whoever else. Hey, 5 now. Hey, and shalom to you, beloved Akiyam and Akwaf that are
shalom.
tuning in. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Baraka Thumb.
Khan, shalom.
And to those of you that are going to tune in later. So you got 4 brothers right here real time, and now 5 brothers and sisters. I'm not sure if there's a sister there. Forgive me if I'm wrong. On the comment board. So you got 9 spirits here right now that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai congregating. I know my beloved brother, right, GMS in the Truth Orlando, right? Isaiah, he's in Orlando, right? You got Isaiah, Idaho, the beloved brothers in Idaho, okay? Yapa, Ayasha, Show Yahawada, not sure where they're at, but they're where they are. And the Yahweh Shai 2025, they're where they at. And we over here in Boston. You see? Oh, they said I'm in, bear with me. I gotta look at it from my head because this is blocking my thing. Oh, I'm a sister. I figured that. I figured you were a sister through the spirit. But yeah, you know, I figured that. That's all through the spirit. But yeah, she's where she's at. You know, that whoever's gonna tune in is gonna be where they're from. And this is all happening through the World Wide Web, as they call it. Right? The unicorn, as the scriptures describe it.
That's right.
Right? When you go into Psalms 19, that's the golden nugget as far as the internet scriptures. You know, but needless to say, this is the reality, man. This is the reality that we're living right now, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua searching out Esau through his servants, the prophets, man. And Esau has nowhere to run. He has nowhere, no corner. There's no corner dark enough he can hide in.
That's right. That's right.
Because the light
Right. The helicopter
is shining so bright. You got it, brother.
The helicopters found the suspect.
Woo!
They got the spotlight on him.
You know that you ain't
know what I mean?
nowhere.
God.
That motherfucker.
You trying to hide under trees, backyards.
You could be on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That shit got you, dog.
Yup. You got a Hellcat with 1,300 horsepower.
Yeah, it's on you,
That shit
dog.
still on you,
Once they
man.
call the helicopter,
That's it.
you done. You better find a bridge.
Yeah. The helicopter with the spotlight is this truth.
Yes, sir.
It's this truth.
You got it, brother.
You know, this truth, man. So, you know, that's Esau's legacy, man. Murder, lies, robbery, rape, pillaging, you know, being disgusting, just vile, right? That's his legacy, man. All right, but that shit's gonna come to an end soon. All right? So anybody got anything else
That's
to say?
beautiful, brother.
Hey, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying.
I guess I got one more thing. We're
Con.
about to win.
Con,
That's all I gotta
it,
say.
man. Con.
We're about to win.
Con. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we're gonna give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa
Ababa Ball.
Kwam Yashabala.
Kwam Yashabala.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akim and Akwaf. Hey, the water for tuning in. Hey, you already know, Yahweh Shai is on his way. Fast as well as pray. Day of Atonement's close. Hey, stay locked in. Keep your medicine strong. As beautifully said by our beautiful elder, Apostle Rakah, man. Keep your medicine strong, beloved Akim and Akwaf.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Bashim Yashab Brakatam. Shalom.